You guys, was here today with a new video. It's Kraken video time. And yeah, but today's gonna be the day because it's taking me way too long, like more than a week to record this video, because I don't like how it turns out every time. So today is gonna be the day. I don't care, I need to get this video done. So if you don't know, you don't follow me on Instagram, or you haven't seen my last video, I got something. I got this, the Hourglass trainer blade for my V2.5 Kraken trainer. And for reference, I have a Kraken light blade. It's a Bowie before V2.5. So yeah, it's original, no clone. So that's like a reference, I guess, so you know that I know how a light blade Kraken flips, at least a Bowie. And yeah, so you can, I guess, trust me a little more. So let's get into the video. Let's get into the main point. We all know the Kraken trainer, not really good. I mean, it's not horrible. The main problem is the weight distribution. This is a V2.5, but even the V3 seems to have a little of that problem. Like when you fan, you can literally see the handle dragging and going down. So it's not like that. Even rollovers feels really sticky. Sometimes even too sticky, especially when you have really tight tolerances. Now this one is a little loose. So yeah, the Kraken drags a bunch because it doesn't have a lot of tip weight, which is the main problem basically for like of the Kraken in general. The thing is, it's not really 100% the problem. This is mostly like a way they wanted to make the Kraken, like the balance they wanted to have on the Kraken was this one and the weight distribution. So it's not 100% a like con of the knife, it's just a characteristic of the knife itself. So if it's good or bad, the way they made your Kraken trainer, it's up to you. To me, it's not terrible, it just isn't a Kraken. That's the point. Because this one flips a lot different than the light blade. It feels really close to the light blade because, you know, same handles, because Kraken handles, but it is completely different when it comes to actual flipping experience. Because, you know, weight distribution, it's completely different. So yeah, the Kraken light blade flips a lot differently and a lot better than the trainer variant. Which, you know, usually when a company tries, or a maker tries to make a the trainer variant of a light blade, they try to make the trainer really close to the light blade when it comes to balance and flipping experience. So for someone that cannot have a light blade, they just get a trainer, because for whatever reason, legal reason or whatever reason they can own a light blade, they get a trainer so they can get like the feeling, the flipping ability, flipping experience of that specific knife. But with the Kraken, it's a little bit different because the trainer doesn't really flip a lot like a light blade. So that's not really good, especially when the knife in this case, it's a really well-known knife. It's like probably the most like flipped and the most known bison to be a really like competitive flipper, because it's a Kraken. Everybody knows the Kraken. Everybody knows that the Kraken is really fucking competitive. So having such a knife in the community, to have a trainer variant that it's not as close as the light blade, it's not really good to me, because, you know, you break people expectations, I guess, because, you know, maybe someone one day is like, I want to shop for a nice, good competitive trainer. They go on Squid and they're like, the Kraken trainer, you know. Kraken, really competitive, good flipper, everybody flipping the Kraken. And you know, good flipper and whatnot. And then they get it. And I mean, they probably don't know, but if someone is a little more experienced and has already some biceps, you can definitely feel the dragging on the Kraken. If you don't have a lot of experience, you might not, but if you have flipped a few biceps, you will feel this. Which again, it is flippable. I'm doing tricks fine, I'm not struggling or anything. It's just, it isn't the best, you know, feeling that I ever had, if I had to be honest, you know. And it doesn't really reflect how the Kraken light blade flips. And that's the main thing that I don't really understand about the Kraken trainer. Why do they make him so different from the actual light blade? Now then, what if you really want a Kraken, but we want to have a trainer and you want to have a nice Kraken that flips closer to a light blade? You can do two things. What you can do is get in the Kraken trainer, go to ZP Biceps, and he makes a bunch of inserts for the blade. They're like little things you put in the blade. I think everybody knows them. In case I can, if you give me 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. So I have this glider Bermuda, and this is a ZP Bison insert that, as you can see, has some little weights that you can take off. You can take off the old thing. You can just put it on the blade and it changed completely the balance of the knife, which is really good, and makes, like, for instance, something like the Bermuda, which was really fucking angle biased because the blade was way too short. It makes this thing a lot better to flip and really fun. So yeah, it really helps. The only thing, if you're gonna beat something with the inserts, they might fall off, they might get damaged, so they're probably not the most durable option, but they're definitely a good option if you're looking for just having a better balance. You can actually get some little shoes for your bison you put right here to add weight or whatever, so you can actually have your own balance and more customized and nicer looking knife. But if you're not a fan of having anything stuck on the blade, or you don't want the inserts, you can get something else, which is the trainer blade from Hourglass. Trainer blade for Hourglass, it's really good. Before getting into price and all that, let's just let a little review about this. As you can see, there's a bunch of tip weight, and this thing flips really nice. Fanning, it's really clean. Maybe not the 100% the cleanest, but it's really clean. You can fan with this, no problem. You can do all your fanning and whatever. Rollovers are still sticky, not as sticky as the real one, but still really damn sticky. You could do all of your shit, no problem. Again, it's good. It does really good rollovers, 0G, no problem. It's good. It flips pretty good. It just gives the right balance to the Kraken, something that flips a lot closer to a light blade. It's a really fucking good trainer. Other things, machining, it's pretty good. A few little, imperfections right here, not a big of a deal to me. Other things, I have some damage, but that's because I've been beating this thing a little bit. It feels pretty good. The spine really nice. Spine really nice. I had a Hourglass blade for my Kraken, for my rep, and it wasn't feeling this nice, but this one feels pretty nice. Only sharp edge is like right here, but it doesn't really get in the way, at least for me. As by handle indicator, it just makes the Kraken trainer a real Kraken. So if you want a Kraken trainer, this is the way to go. if you want really like competitive, nice Kraken trainer. There's only one problem now, which is that the Kraken is 230 if you got the Stardust silver and whatever color handles, and the blade is 120, so you're gonna pay 350, maybe even more, to get this thing, which it's kinda high, I'm not gonna lie. Would I recommend this for 350 bucks? Probably not, even though you're gonna get a really good Kraken at the same time and a really good flipper. At the same time, you can get something a lot more like unique and still good for the same price probably, or just for a few more bucks. What you can do is something else, because as you saw, my Kraken trainer, it's a little weird because those are blemish handles. These are blemish handles that it got from Squid. You can get some, they had some in the shop. I don't know if they still have some, but they probably do. Thank you. And they spend like 75 bucks. Then of course it depends if you get the inked one or the dual tone one, but for these inked, 75 bucks for 2 handles. Then you get new hardware like I did for this one. This is new hardware, what, 7 bucks. And then you get the blade 120 that comes already with bushing, so you're gonna spend like around 230, 200 and something like that, you know, around that same kind of price that you pay to get a new Kraken trainer original. But you get this thing instead, which is much better flippability wise. So I recommend the Hourglass trainer blade stock, buying a Kraken trainer and then getting the blade for 350? Probably not. Would I recommend to do the handles thing and the other thing? Definitely. If you want a Kraken trainer and you can find some Kraken handles, get one. Do it. Or if you can find like a beat up Kraken on secondary market and then you get just the blade on the side with new hardware, you can do that too. You're gonna pay a lot less, you're gonna get something much better. Durability wise, I beat it a little bit. It has some little damage, but nothing that crazy. I am definitely gonna keep you updated on durability because I am gonna beat this thing. Cause yeah, it's future me just saw that I haven't done a sound test and tonsils test for none of them, so I'm back to do that. Original Kraken sound test. Nice on tap. It's not tuned. So yeah, and I put some tape so there is no ring. These are all dry because I don't usually put lube on my beater. Always sound test. Yeah, little play, tap. Seemed like there was a little tap actually, but I might be mistaken. Yeah, tonsils are pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Not the bounciest Kraken I ever heard, and even this one, it's kind of dry. But yeah. And now, Hourglass trainer blade. Little tap if you shake. So yeah, there is like a bit tap if you shake hard enough, bit of play, not that much. Not that I really care about this, because I'm gonna beat it either way. Still dry. One last thing, it sounds a lot more crisp. Which it's just a little louder than in Kraken. I don't mind the sound. I like the sound. This just a little louder. That's about it, basically. So yeah, back to my future, my past, whatever. Back to the main video, guys. Thank you. Yeah, boys. Fuck. So yeah, that's about it for this video. This one is gonna be the video. I'm gonna post this thing. I don't care. I need to edit probably, but I will post this thing because it's taking way too long for me to make videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for following, for subscribing, for everything. Thank you so much, and yes, I'll see ya in the next one, guys. So thank you and bye.